Hello, cohort 8J, or I should say the new cohort 8J. If you're listening to this video, then my name is Mr. Mitchlot, and I am your new social studies teacher. We'll be working remotely. I know this year has brought a lot of changes, and there have been a lot of adjustments that we've had to go through. I've never had a whole new class placed on me, a month into school, but we're able to adapt. And then I guarantee you that we're going to make this school year very productive and very engaging and challenging and fun for you guys. Now, the first lesson that we're going to be doing is going to be Westward Expansion Lesson 1. And the focus of this lesson is, what does it mean to be civilized? Now, this lesson involves many steps, but right away I'm going to let you know the assignment is actually going to be due on Monday. So you will have time to complete the assignment. So don't be overwhelmed by all these tasks related to the assignments. They will be all due on Monday. So you're going to analyze the PowerPoint, then you're going to complete the related activities. The related activities involve completing questions on slide 2, completing a comparison organizer on slide 8, completing a think, pair, share written activity on slide 14, and then completing what does it mean to be civilized graphic organizer, which is entailed right here. And I'm going to go through all this with you. First, let's go to the PowerPoint, to the very beginning. The lesson essential question relating to this activity is, should people who live in technologically advanced societies be considered more civilized than those who live in less advanced societies? Now, as we do this lesson, we're going to really focus on that word civilized, because a lot of people think they know what it means and have a definition or term related to it. But in order to really understand this unit, westward expansion, and by the image portrayed here, I believe some of you can see where I'm going with having the discussion of the word civilized if we look at these two individuals showcased in this first slide. So the first critical thinking activity we're going to do is we're going to discuss that word. And the questions are as follows. If I were to say that you are civilized, what would that mean to you? I want you to answer that in your own words. I don't want to get you to go to the internet and give me the internet definition of civilized, a complex notion of structure and analysis which determines the organizational structure of a particular society. I don't want that. I want the words in your own words. And then the second question, do you rate a society as being civilized by how technologically advanced they are compared to a less technologically advanced society? When we're talking about technologically advanced, we're talking about societies that have more quote unquote gadgets, electronic devices, infrastructure, everything relating to the word technology. But that's going to be a lesson that we're going to be doing in our live discussion. So the first activity involves you answering these two questions. After you do that, there's going to be a visual analysis that you will be doing, and we'll be discussing that. Okay, I'm going to give you a set of images, and I want you to determine, based on the column A versus the column B, which group or groups or set of people you consider more civilized and why. We're going to have a group discussion about that. So the slides are going from 4 to 7. Notice the difference. And then after you analyze the different images, the next activity involves this comparison organizer. You're going to explain or describe what you see in column A and the images that you saw in column B. And then from there, you're going to give me a determination. You're going to explain how, based on your analysis, you consider which set of individuals more civilized and why. And the hope is that we have a collaborative discussion with the rest of the group while we're in the Google Meet. After we do this, and we may not get to this part afterwards, but the next part is a turn and talk, or sometimes I call it a think, pair, share, where we're going to read the information provided, or you will read the information provided. And after we read this, the next activity involves answering the lesson essential question. Should people who live in technologically advanced societies be considered more civilized than those who live in less advanced societies? And this lesson in particular is important before we begin the whole topics relating to westward expansion. And so this is going to be the activity. Your homework will be this activity after we go over the PowerPoint. And it's going to be completing this civilized, what does it mean to be civilized graphic organizer? If you click on the link, it'll take you here. And then I want you to be able to come up with words or phrases that relate to the word civilized. Really try to determine what that word means to you. And this is a word that's going to be key when we do this unit of westward expansion. And by the pictures, you could see it's going to deal with cowboys, Native Americans, the whole thing with the struggle to make the United States what it eventually became. So this is the activity that we're going to be working on. Please let me know when you join the meet if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you very much.